were talking to an energy company in Texas just a couple weeks ago. They're talking about, and as crazy as it is, they're still discovering new oil fields in Texas. One of the last big oil fields they discovered that was in 2008. I would have thought they stopped discovering oil in Texas 50 years ago. But 2008, one of the biggest oil fields they ever found in Texas. What does that mean? That means they're still buying land from Texas landowners. And this Texas landowner is not selling this oil company the rights to his land. And they're following this guy around. They're waiting for him in the gym. I mean, they're trying to show him that they can be trusted. What does that mean? They're trying to overcome mistrust. But they're pitching him with how much money he's going to make every step of the way, which is what every other oil company pitches a guy. And they were just hung around long enough that finally he got the message that they weren't a fly-by-night operation and that he could trust them, and they cut the deal. But now that they know taking my approach, instead of taking 6 months to get past his mistrust, we can get him past that mistrust in a week.
How?
By saying right off the bat, you know what? We probably seem like everybody else that's pitching you these get-rich schemes. And from your position, we got to be hard to trust because we look like everybody else. Because that's exactly what he's saying in his head.
Right.
And the minute you articulate what's in the other guy's head, then all of a sudden they go like, something about you I like. I don't know what it is. And that's how we get in the side door.
Right. I think you say if you try to call out a negative that's not there, you won't plant it, which is I think you're saying there. But if you try to deny a negative that's not there, then you plant that thing.
The 2 millimeter shift. And it's crazy because everybody's used to denying negatives. Because that oil guy, if we hadn't taught him, he might have said, you know what, I don't want us to look like everybody else. I don't want you to think that we're like every other salesperson.
Right.
And that's when the guy goes, you're denying it. You must be like them.
Right.
Otherwise you wouldn't deny it. The gut reaction is you deny what you're afraid of. But when you say, you know, we probably look like everybody else, then now suddenly I look accountable to you. I look honest. I look fearless to you.
What's the next statement after you say that? We probably look like this big oil company that wants to come in and muscle you over and squeeze you out of a good deal. What's the next line after that?
Well, then it's a little bit of a dance at that point.
Right.
And my next line is this. I got to shut up. I got to read you. I got to let you react. You're going to tell me one or two things. Either I'm on the right track and you need to hear more of me diffusing the negative, or you're going to relax a little bit and you're going to go like, I don't know. And then you're probably going to say, look, here's what's important to me. Everybody else wants a 99-year lease. You know, I got kids I got to worry about, all right? You know, I've just opened a trust that I'm moving my assets into. You're going to tell me what you need to make the deal.
Okay.
And at that point in time, now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to watch me to see if I actually listen to you.
Right.
There's an article that I saw a few years ago. The guy in charge of marketing for Facebook said he hated dealing with people from Hollywood because they all sit down, they say, what's keeping you up at night? And then don't listen to the answer.
Right.
So
they teed it up perfectly. The guy's about to share the unknown, and they're busy not even listening.
They don't even listen to
They're
the
thinking
answer.
about their next move, maybe.
Yeah, or they're gonna pitch what they came to pitch no matter what he says.
Right.